Micah Parsons is an absolute stud, a young superstar for the Dallas Cowboys, but hear me out. He actually wants to be in Philadelphia. I know it sounds asinine, it sounds ridiculous, but crazier things have happened, and I'm about to prove to you exactly why he wants to be in Midnight Green. What is going on, everybody? Welcome into A to Z Philly, your number one home for Eagles coverage. Hit the like button if you enjoy this content. Be sure to subscribe, and as always, ring that bell down below. That way you don't miss any of the coverage. Or be back bringing you another one from the link. And today, we're going to take a little bit of a break from the on-the-field stuff, right? We talked about a little bit of the mini camp stuff, Jalen Carter. We'll break down more of the prospects, but we need to dive in to one of the biggest storylines, headlines, call it what you want, maybe just a rumor over the last 48 hours. And I'm going to tell you exactly why Micah Parsons wants to be rocking that midnight green. He wants to be in the city of brotherly love. It's never been clearer to people like us, Eagle Nation. I'm telling you, watch out, watch out. I'm going to give you a full breakdown. We'll go down the timeline and I will prove it to you. But before we jump right into it, man, shout out to the sponsor of today's video, BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using code ATOZPA and receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. Find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's talk about Micah Parsons, man. So, as you can see on the little graphic over here to the side, Mike is making some noise. Not in Dallas, though. Not in the city that is continually relevant for being irrelevant. No, he's in Philadelphia. He's showing his face. But let's take it a step back. Micah Parsons is an absolute stud. He was on my top 2 years ago when the Eagles drafted Devontae Smith. That was an insane night. The Eagles go up. They get the guy I wanted, Devontae Smith. They jump the Giants. Giants get screwed because they got Tony. And meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys end up getting Micah Parsons as he falls a few slots down, and how about it? Micah Parsons to the Dallas Cowboys. Eagle fans were a little bit upset about it because he was such a stud athlete, but they got Devontae Smith. That was kind of the turning of the tide for Howie Roseman, who has just been sensational ever since. Okay, fine. Well, did you know Micah Parsons is actually a PA native? He is from Harrisburg, PA. He grew up a Phillies fan. He grew up a Sixers fan, probably grew up a Flyers fan, and he probably, if we want to be honest, grew up a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Maybe not, but who knows? He went to Penn State. He knows the area. He still lives around here. And here was Micah Parsons back in November when, oh, by the way, his hometown Philadelphia Phillies got to the World Series. Here's what he put on Twitter. Phillies win tonight. Thank you. There he is, repping his boys in the World Series. That's right. Micah Parsons there with the crew. There's A-Rod. There's Big Papi, Frank Thomas, and all the guys, man. There's Micah Parsons repping the Phillies. Okay, well, let's fast forward it a little bit to the NFL draft. Remember this clip that was going viral? Remember this? Micah Parsons is in hell, and A.J. Brown can't stop rubbing it in. That's because the Eagles had maybe the best draft ever. Crossing Broad puts this up. Let's listen to this clip for just a second, man. Look at Micah Parsons. He's watching his division rival literally draft all of the great talent he is going to have to go up against. He's pissed. Meanwhile, the Cowboys had a mid-draft. They had a subpar draft, in my opinion. They addressed some needs, but nothing compared to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right now, not only does he have veteran
next to Fletcher Cox,
well,
it's
Fletcher
him and Jordan
Cox.
Davis for like the next 5 years.
That is just...
Don't y'all just have N'Kobe Dean?
Oh, yeah, we're just Georgia North.
I just think the Eagles like Georgia, but I'm just sick. I'm just sick to my stomach right now. I'm just sick to my stomach. I can't believe that many teams passed up on him.
Come here, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
And by the way, I love his attitude as well. He's actually one of the Cowboys that I can stomach. You know, he's got a great personality. I've seen him on podcasts with Darius Slay. He's not afraid to embrace the rivalry, but also at the same time just have a good spirit about him. And, they were making fun of him here. He was pissed. I mean, I genuinely think he was mad deep down. Like, how did the Eagles go to the Super Bowl and then they're getting all this talent? All right, well, let's fast forward to last night, one of the biggest Sixer playoff games in recent history. And who was at the game? It was Micah Parsons. Now, I know he's repping Tyrese Maxey, has the Sixers jersey on. He's a Sixers fan, but, he is repping his guy from Texas, Tyrese Maxey, showing him some love, right? There he is, having a good time. And here is a picture that's going around the internet. Look at Micah Parsons, man. Are those chicken wings? I know he had a burger as well. He was eating good. You don't get this type of food in Dallas, to my knowledge. I mean, he come to Philadelphia, he's eating good, man. The good food, the good vibes. He's hearing the passion of the crowd. That was one of the largest atmospheres and environments, one of the craziest, games, with the Sixers getting that win in overtime. Hearing that entire crowd, hearing the enticing passion in the crowd, a lot different than Dallas, and he knows it. And lastly, let's go back to the draft and cycle back when A.J. Brown literally told him to come to Philadelphia. Shout out to Liberty Line. They actually put an article, summarizing a lot of this information, but yeah, man, look at all these clips, and here's A.J. Brown. This is the best one.
A.J. Brown, hey, how you doing? Eagles fan Adam Lefko here. Jalen Carter is now your teammate, and people say he's the best player in the draft, and how he moved up to get him at 9. Your thoughts?
I would definitely say, Micah, I know you just be a Philadelphia Eagle at this point. I know you want to be a part of this great organization, man. Come on.
A.J. Brown.
Shout out to A.J. Brown for recruiting him, man. Mike is also engaged with guys like Lane Johnson, on Twitter before. He has engaged with Darius Slay, like I said on his podcast. He has some ties with the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, he's been in some controversy, but I like his passion, man. I've always liked him as a player. And, obviously, do I think this is going to happen? No. Do I think it's favorable? No, because the Dallas Cowboys are not going to trade him in the division, of course. But you never know. Could he force his way out? Well, just for fun, here's Micah Parsons' contract. He's going to make $2.2 million this year, a 4.6 cap hit. Then he's got one more year in the deal. So this is the year where they want to give him that contract extension. Obviously, he's been compared to some of the greats already. He's looking like, potentially one of the best defensive players in the league for the next decade at least. And he is going to cash in. I'm telling you right now. Does he want to stay with the organization that doesn't win? That is continually in the news, right? And I remember him on ESPN specifically defending his team, which I do respect, but he knew they're not winning anything. He knows he's out there just talking a lot of fluff. Or does he want to come to Philadelphia in the division where he just saw all these players go and add talent to a team that just went to the Super Bowl and then have a really good shot of actually winning something and having a lot more fun and being in his hometown, being with that vibe? Well, that's up to you, Micah. The cards are on your table. The chips are pushed over to you. You need to roll the dice. I'm just saying, man. I'm just here talking some ideas. But, man, Micah Parsons in Midnight Green would be nuts. And there's a difference between a guy repping his hometown and a guy really over the top, low-key, throwing subliminals saying, I want to go to that place. I'm just saying. Devontae Smith, for example, right? He was at the Sixers game yesterday. Devontae Smith is a pure, diehard New York fan. And obviously the Giants got jumped by the Eagles, and the Eagles ended up drafting him, which I'm sure he's happy about, right? But Devontae Smith, he'll come out, he wears his New York hats. He doesn't overdo it. Where's Devontae Smith? He's at the Sixers playoff game because everybody loves the vibe of the city. Devontae Smith gets it. Micah Parsons gets it. And if he ever came to the Philadelphia Eagles, obviously you look at the linebacker room, you look at that position, right? They need help there. That's probably the one area to address. I mean, you have Nakobe Dean, you signed Nick Morrow, but you have addressed every other position. And if you ever got a superstar talent like Micah Parsons, that honestly, they might veto the trade. It would not be fair for the rest of the NFL. Man, it would be crazy to see him behind that defensive line. You could move him around. You could move Hassan Reddick around. I mean, you have so many plug and play type of pieces that would just fit insane with the versatility on that defensive end of the ball. But man, I'm here to tell you, Micah Parsons wants to come to Philly, showing all the signs. People are talking about it. He'll probably, shove it away. He's going to get paid regardless. But hey, it would be insane to see him link up here in Philadelphia. What do you think about that? Could he ever say, no, I don't want to sign with the Cowboys, and I'm coming to Philadelphia. Give me all your thoughts down below in the comments section. Micah, we will see you on I-95 very, very soon. If not, we'll see you a couple times this season. But give me all your thoughts down below. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.